Hello and welcome to another update video. Today I would like to update the DXY. The market had, I think in my last video, we had the potential to reverse. The market, however, kept going to the upside. Yeah, we did not have an official break of the trend. The last video was basically here, yeah, where we had a little spike. But we did hold that moving average here. I think it is the 50-day moving average. Yes, it was. And we did not break below the previous wave 4 low. That would have been confirmation that this move up is over. Now, as you know, my view is, and we go back to the long term, that the DXY here is basically at the limits at the moment of, you know, what it can do. I mean, not necessarily at the limits, but it's sort of, yeah, it's sort of getting to the end of what it really can do, or should ideally do, in this move to the upside, which I see from the major low that we saw here in 2008 as the fifth wave, yeah, of a 5-wave move up. So we had here the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5. Basically, we can count it as a diagonal. Which means long-term bullish on the dollar, potentially. Yeah, but we can count this as a 5-wave move. Wave 1 peaked here in February 2009 at $89. Then here we came down to the, where was it? Here in 2011 to around $72. Moved up in a wave 3, $103 in 2016. Moved down in a 4. $89 in 21, and then we are now moving up in this fifth wave. And really we are here, I mean, this is the monthly chart. We are basically at massive, should at least be in theory, massive resistance on the RSI. Yeah, you can see we had those spikes here. That was the all-time high back then, I think in 85. Where we had a similar level on the RSI on the monthly. I mean, this is the monthly chart. You can see how far it crashed down afterwards, right? We are massively in the overbought range on the monthly. I mean, that is quite overbought, I'd say, right? So we are basically here due a correction. The MACD is also very, very high, but not losing any positive momentum. I think if we see, as soon as we see the monthly MACD lose positive or bullish momentum, that will be a warning signal. At the moment, we are still pushing higher. Also here on the RSI, on the 2-week chart, we're pushing higher on the MACD as well. On the weekly also. So there is currently not yet a sign that this is slowing down. 4-day chart, everything's still in place for higher highs. Again, the Elliott wave count longer term suggests here that this is ongoing, that this is, however, the fifth wave, and we should soon see an exhaustion in the move up. Now, you can very well see that the previous high was at $120. Now, I could imagine we get to that, yeah, the way this is happening now. Of course, we don't need to, but this is going parabolic now, which is always a sign that this will also be getting close to exhaustion here soon, yeah. So this is nothing that is sustainable. It can sustain it for a while, but at some point you will see that reversal, okay. Looking generally then at the sub counts here, the sub waves, we look into this fifth wave, and we can see that, you know, you have basically, you've got a series of 1-2 setups here. And I don't want to really go into the super fine-grained detail here, but let me go to the daily chart. We can see that actually we have here from the low, which started at $89, a wave 1 to the upside. We came down in a wave 2, and we then have here, and I don't label the entire thing, but we had another 1-2 setup here. We then moved up in a 3-4 and a 5 to finish off this wave 3. Then we came down in a 4. And basically we're now still in this fifth wave, right? That is still where we are. And the question is though, you know, is this already getting close to exhaustion? So let's go down to the 4-hour chart. And also here, I mean, it did continue. Yeah, it did continue the move to the upside. And if we now look at this, I would personally count this now. If we look at the subwaves, I mean, this is the most interesting development here. I would count this as a wave 1. We came down here in a wave 2. I would look at this here in terms of, let me just see, possibly a wave 3 here still ongoing, I would say. There will be a 4 retracement, a 5, and that should get to it, right? If we look at this, if we say that this is wave 3, this can be counted as a 5-wave move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, or even 1, 2. Very short 3. Now this doesn't work out. So I think there might be a push here in wave 3 higher, then a wave 4 down, and another 5 up to possibly reach that $120 level. Then we have quite a bit of an extended wave 5 here, right? And that can take us to $120. You know, that is sort of what I'd be looking at potentially. The thing is, this is going to push as long as we have no confirmed break of the uptrend. So we are still above this moving average here. At the moment, key support is here, the $107 level. I think below that, we could see a rollover. As long as we don't see that, a break of a previous swing low, I think this is just going to push higher, because we never know how long this wave 5 is going to extend. But it looks like to me that we're getting close here to a rollover, because we are very much overbought on the monthly RSI. It probably needs some kind of a catalyst. But the point is, the trend is your friend until the end, so it can push higher. Again, $120 is a key level. Something else I wanted to show you, and this is here, this channel that you can draw, which is quite meaningful in Elliott wave, by connecting the low of the wave 2 and the low of the wave 4. Then we draw a parallel, and then we basically copy it, get a parallel channel here, and then is that parallel near enough? I don't know what happened here. Just near enough. And if we then connect here the wave 1 and the 3 as well, you can see that the wave 5 has actually broken that. Yeah, which is, so either it means this is just a brief fake out. Yeah, the weekly candle hasn't closed above this level. That would suggest we will push to that $120 level, which is the next key resistance level. Yeah. And if we flip back in the next few days below this level here, then this was probably just a fake out, but it's pushing through. So the $120 level is certainly the next target for the bulls. But it is getting close to exhaustion. It should be. It's massively overbought, and it's always a warning sign. Okay, that's my update about the DXY. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, also check out my main channel, More Crypto Online. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.